Okay, in this video I want to talk about how a fetus is produced, and how it's fed, how it's protected and how it's fed when it's developing in the womb. Here's how it's protected. So how fetus protected and fed in the womb, in the uterus, okay? 2 words you should know: umbilical cord and placenta. These 2 things help protect and feed the baby. Okay, now the mother's blood, as you know, it carries blood and oxygen and O2 to the placenta, okay, to the deposit, the reservoir. And then the deoxygenated blood, the blood lacking oxygen, it takes carbon dioxide and then it takes it away from the placenta, right? Now, oxygen and nutrients, they pass from the mum's blood to the baby, right? As I mentioned, to the baby's body. To the baby's blood, via placenta. Across the placenta via the umbilical cord. Okay, umbilical cord is connected to the baby's belly button, as you know. Now, what protects the baby? The water protects the baby. The sac of water. Water protects the baby. Okay, it's called amnion. The amnion, I believe. Amniotic fluid. Amniotic fluid, right? Okay, I now want to talk about the very last thing for this topic, okay? The menstrual cycle. Okay, this might get a bit complicated, but if you sort of draw a mental picture of how this actually happens, you might be able to understand how it works. Okay, it's not too complicated. Now, hormones are involved in the control of the menstrual cycle. Very important thing to know. Hormones are involved. What are the hormones? Estrogen and progesterone. Okay, and these are produced by the ovaries and the follicle. Produced by the ovaries. Should leave it at that. Sorry about that. Produced by the ovaries. You've also got another type of hormone called the follicle stimulating hormone, or FSH for short. Follicle stimulating hormone, and the hormone called luteinizing. Okay, luteinizing hormone, LH, luteinizing hormone. This is produced by the brain. Okay, these are produced by the brain, right? Now, the release of eggs and hormones, right? The ovaries release eggs and hormones from the ovary. Occurs in a cycle called the menstrual cycle. Menstruation. This is the process of menstruation. And here's how menstruation works. Here's a timeline, if you wish, of how it works. Okay, day 1. Okay, the egg starts to develop in a sac called a follicle. Okay, in the ovary. Around day 13 or day 14, the follicle and the egg get bigger, right? They grow. Okay, and this is when the egg basically becomes mature, right? So the egg matures in this word, in this case. Matures means to grow. And then what happens is the egg then bursts. It bursts from the follicle bubble, and it moves into the fallopian tubes. Okay, and they're moved along using cilia hairs. The cilia hairs, so if I was to draw the fallopian tubes, these little hair-like things that move the egg along. Okay, cilia hairs move egg along, and also muscular contractions, muscles. Okay, like when you're swallowing food, you've got muscles in your neck, in your throat, which allow you to swallow. Okay, and now the egg can be fertilized. Can now be fertilized. And basically, the egg takes around 7 days to travel to the uterus. Okay, a long time. Think about how small the reproductive system is. Okay, regardless if it's fertilized or not, it'll still go there. Okay, from day one, okay, the lining of the uterus, okay, bleeds. Oh, sorry, it gets thicker. Lining of the uterus gets thicker with an increased blood supply. Obviously, it gets more blood as it gets thicker. Increased blood supply. Okay, in preparation for receiving a fertilized egg, right? Now, if the egg if the egg isn't fertilized, the thickened lining of the uterus starts to sheds away as blood. Okay, this is menstruation. Okay, I know it sounds gross, but this is science, and this is how. Sorry, when women refer to getting a period, this is what a period is basically. That's why they have to get pads from the shops. So basically, a period basically occurs around on day number 28, so roughly a month in. And basically, after many cycles, there's no more eggs that are released eventually. Okay, this is called menopause. Menopause occurs in women between the ages of 45 and 55. Okay, no more eggs produced. And that concludes the topic of coordinated body systems.